Welcome to Voiceprint with Trevor Devall and Guests. And now, your host and mine, Trevor Devall.
Back after a long hiatus. Happy New Year. And I know this is ridiculous that I'm saying Happy New Year and it's like the end of February, beginning of March, depending on March, the beginning of March, beginning of March, beginning of the marshlands, beginning of March, depending on when this episode drops. Could very well be the beginning of March. Anyway, Happy New Year anyway. I am your intrepid host, Trevor Devall, and this is Voiceprint with Trevor Devall and Guests. Now, we have a very special episode for you today. This is the 20th episode of our 6-episode series. And so, in honor of that, we're going to do something a little special, a little different. And I'm going to get to that in just a second. But before we get to that, I said ages and ages ago, many long months ago now, that there was a contest in the works. And that contest was, if you could show me how you've advertised the show in some way, your name would be entered into a draw to win the grand prize of a set of CDs of all the Voiceprint episodes autographed by the guests. Ooh, that's pretty awesome stuff there, kiddies. Well, let no man say that Trevor Devall does not keep his word, because we have a winner. And in fact, I'm pleased to say that the winner of the grand prize, picked entirely randomly, basically I took a list of all the people who contributed, all kinds of things, and I want to thank everybody for your contributions. It was so cool to see all of your stuff. It was fantastic. But in the end, there can be only one winner. So I put all the names in a hat, and I drew a name, and as it turns out, the name is actually 3 people. And the reason why 3 people have one name is because they're all related. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the winner of the Voiceprint with Trevor Devall and Guests massively awesome contest is Alyssa Stedman and Alvina Tam. There they are, the winners of the contest. Isn't that something? Isn't it romantic? Aren't they beautiful? So listen, Tams, all you Tams, whoever gets this first, I need you to drop me an email at fans@trevordevall.com and let me know what your address is, because I'm going to put together that collection of CDs and send them to you. So I need to know where to send them. Thank you again, everybody, by the way, who contributed to the contest. And I've already said that, but I want to say it again because your contributions were fantastic. And I am planning on holding another contest just as soon as I think of something fun to do. Before we get on with the show, I would like to do a little shout out to Martin at YTV. Martin, for Christmas this year, sent me and a bunch of the voice actors a bunch of excellent action figures from various shows that we have done. And there was a bunch of Dragon Ball Z characters and all that kind of stuff. And I made sure that all of the actors got their toys for Christmas. So thank you for that, Martin. And especially, Martin, thank you for finally finding and buying and sending me the Alpha Q action figure. At last, Alpha Q takes his honored and hallowed position in my office, and I'm looking at him right now. There he is. Hello, Alpha Q. He's up there beside the Transformers people and some other things and some Bionicles and such. So, hello, Alpha Q. Thank you, Martin, for sending me Alpha Q. I have been saying for years now that I swore that there was an Alpha Q action figure out there. Couldn't find it anywhere, and lo and behold, for Christmas this year, I get him in the mail, so it's going to be a Merry Christmas after all. Thank you, Marty. Also, thank you, Dane, for the Kyle video response that I posted a link to up on the website. A long time ago, in one of the episodes, Kyle of the Big Bald Broadcast, Kyle, made some reference to the fact that all Canadians sound the same, with our oots into boots. And I got very furious at this because no Canadian ever, anywhere said oot into boot. They say boat, they say oot in a boat, and they say about, but they don't say boot. Anyway, don't want to rehash that. But anyway, Dane was at a con, and he got a little video clip of Kyle responding to that, which was so cool. It's so nice, and it's up on YouTube, and you can all check it out when you go to the website and click on the old link there. So thanks, Dane, for that. Also, thank you to everyone for writing in your anime podcast lists. I had asked what other shows are out there that you guys are listening to do with anime, and you responded in spades. And as a matter of fact, we even have a brand new bumper today because you responded so well, so wonderfully. So we're going to have that up at the break. Now, on to episode 20 and the very special episode that it is. We do not actually have a regular guest this episode. Although there are, in fact, guests. Yes, multiple guests. What we are doing here at Voiceprint with Trevor Devall and Guests, we are doing a couple of podcast commentary tracks for you. So the first one is going to be episode 30 of Gundam Seed. Now, how this works is you will have your episode of Gundam Seed. Presumably you own it, and if you don't, you should rent it. Don't download it, though. No pirates out there. That's bad news. If you don't have it, go out and rent it. You should watch it anyway, because it's a great show, and I'm not just saying that because I'm in it. But grab your episode of Gundam Seed, and what's going to happen is you're going to be listening to this podcast, and you're going to put the episode in, and you're going to have your headphones on, your iPod, and I'm going to give you 3 beeps. You're going to hear beep, 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 which is exactly how we do dubbing in the studio. We hear 3 beeps, and on the imaginary 4th beep, we start talking. We start matching the flaps. But what's going to happen is you're going to hear 3 beeps, and then on the imaginary 4th beep, you're going to hit play. And when you hit play, that's when the commentary track is going to start. Okay? So that's how it works. You're going to hear 3 beeps. That's when you hit play on episode 30 of Gundam Seed. And you're going to hear a commentary track of myself and another lovely actor. And I'm not going to ruin the surprise as to who that is. You're just going to have to go ahead and listen. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to take a little tiny break and do some other things, throw in some Martin's mailbag, all that kind of good stuff, answer a few quick questions, and then we're going to come back with another episode, but of a different show, and we'll get to that right after the break. So, get your trusty and handy episode 30 of Gundam Seed, not Gundam Seed Destiny, mind you, but Gundam Seed, and put it in, take it. I'll wait, I'll talk you through it. Okay, so you've got in your hand now. Good. Now you go to your DVD and you press power, and it powers up, and now you take the DVD. Oh, and you dropped it. Oh, you dropped the DVD. Oh, jeez, now it's on the floor, and you got to blow off all the dog and cat hair, and it's terrible, and now it's all clean. Okay, that's good. Now I'm just going to put it in the DVD player there, and just going to, okay, and now it's loading up, and it's going to go to the menu screen. Oh, look, we're on the menu screen. Now, put your cursor over episode 30 over prologue. You're going to hear 3 beeps, and on the imaginary 4th beep, hit play. Here we go.
Bop, 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 bop.
All right, we are here with my special guest, Mr. Sam Vincent.
Hello,
Sam Vincent.
Peoples.
Welcome
How are we?
back to the show.
Thanks for having me back. It's nice to be here. Congratulations to you, 20 episodes.
Thank you.
What a way to celebrate 20
What a way
episodes.
to celebrate, indeed, by watching
episode 30 of Gundam Seed.
Yeah, and
Flashing Blades.
We picked this one because it's at a crucial, pivotal time.
Yes, as you can see, last episode, I believe it was called The Turning Point.
Yes.
Nickel gets a big old sword in the gut.
Look at him. He's getting a sword in the gut right now.
Kira says, "Oh, did I do that?" Catherine says, "Oh.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt."
Oh, I love the way the blood just
fills
fills up the helmet there, and bam, he's done. For those of you who don't know, Nickel was played by my bro, Gabe Coote. So there's a little bit of trivia for you.
It's not really trivia because some of them knew it.
Yeah, well, I said for some of you it's trivia. I mean, for others it's just already well known. And now we get into some nice techno
clubby
beats,
music. Introduction music. Mobile Suit Gundam Seed. Gundam Seed. What do you suppose that means?
I don't know. Don't ask me questions like that. What does it mean, Gundam Seed?
I mean,
the seed of Gundam. We are the seed of Gundam. I mean, I could go somewhere with that, but I'm not going to.
No, don't go anywhere with that. There I am. There's Moo.
There's Moo. Moo. So, there's a little birdie there.
Yeah.
Oh, who's that? Oh, it's me. Hi, it's Lacus. Hi, Lacus.
Yeah, crazy Lacus.
Yeah, this is going to be a decent episode because we've just had a pretty major character die.
Yes.
I'm going to say the D word. There's no getting around it. He's dead.
He's
he
dead.
Died. And Kira killed him.
And if you've watched the show up to this point, then you know that already, and I'm not actually ruining the ending.
No, we're assuming that most of you have seen the series, and we're not spoiling anything for anyone. So,
yes. I mean, it's been out for a few years now.
Yeah, it's been a few years now. If you haven't gotten around to watching it by now, then I'm
then
sorry.
Why are you even listening
we
to this
don't
podcast
care.
right now? Huh? That's the question. See.
So, like I say, Nickel's dead, and Atherin's upset. Kira's upset.
That's right. And
even Moo gets upset, which you will see.
Upset.
Everybody's upset.
So
we
here's
love
the
it.
wreckage.
That's the aftermath.
The wreckage of the
quivering eyes going on.
Yep,
Love that stuff. Love the quivering eyes, quivering mouth. And that's always a challenge, right? I mean, when you have to dub the quivering mouth, quivering eye thing, it's like it's a subtle art.
Thing. It's a very subtle thing. And it's a very specific thing because you see the eye and the mouth going, and you have to match your own performance to that.
Yeah. And of course, there's a few other people that are a little upset. Isaac.
Yeah,
he's upset. He's always upset, though, isn't he? He's got a big scar on his face. And
I'd be upset, too, if I was,
if someone gave me that hairdo, I'd be upset, too. But this is a 1920s bob cut. I don't really... Okay, fine. I'll go with it.
Somebody talk to the animators.
Well, so, we've got... we got Brad there as Diarca. And, Kira's in retreat mode, I guess, now, or being ordered to retreat.
Yeah, he's gone off to fight a bunch of guys, and now the call to retreat, as always.
Yep.
Seems to be the way.
Just when things get good,
yeah.
He decides to take off.
Yeah, very strange. Very strange. Interesting animation in this show. It's kind of a combination between 2D and 3D when you see the big... Look at his nose! Did you see that? Did you see Kira's nose in that shot? It looked like it was just like a single slit down the middle of his face.
It was bordering on Michael Jackson, I think.
It was.
Yeah. I've always thought that Michael Jackson was going for the anime character look. Like, people didn't understand that. He's like, no, he's just trying to look like an anime character.
Wow.
With the weird nose and the big eyes,
Well, he got it. He got it right.
Yeah.
Ward Perry playing that character there.
The crew dude. Here we are.
Comes Sexy.
Here we
Sexy
are.
in his purple outfit.
Studley in purple.
Because it's a war, Kira. Because it's a war,
it's
Kira.
A war.
Yeah, hello.
All right.
Yeah, he's exhausted.
You're very, very protective of Kira, I've noticed in this series.
Well, it's
and it's like you've taken him under your wing, and
That's
you've
great scene coming up. The height of drama. The height of drama.
Moo basically just lays it down for us why we're even here in this big conflict.
Yep. That's a good-looking suit.
It is.
I gotta get me one of them purple suits. That's a good-looking suit. Yeah, Kara.
I've never seen you wear purple ever, Trevor, and I think that you know.
Well, I don't want to be cosplaying my own character.
I would love to see you in a leather purple jacket.
With a shock of blonde hair like that.
That would be awesome.
That's very nice.
So we're underwater.
You're underwater. Here's your crew. Damn it,
Zach. Ease up, buddy. Ease up.
Ease the brakes, sweetheart. It's a little Han Solo.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Tell
him.
I've been waiting to do that for a long time, actually. Just push him up against a locker
and
give him a piece of my mind.
Give him a piece of my... Yeah, Brad. Calm us down, Brad.
See, Brad is the voice of reason.
Yes.
For some reason. Okay. Come back. Don't run away like that.
Wasn't there an Israeli leader named Isaac Rabin?
Itzhak. Close.
Well, you know.
Close.
Whatever.
It's, yeah. That's why he's Hebrew. He's...
Huh.
Oh, no. He knows that belongs to Nickel. Oh, see this?
Here we go. Oh, he sounds so innocent, doesn't he? Oh.
See? That's why... And I did a couple of conventions, and I'm telling you, the girls, when Nickel died, they were in tears. They told me.
It's a very touching moment. And
Lathrin's in tears too, but I mean... They said, I cried when Nickel died. I'm like, really? Yeah.
It was just a drawing.
Okay. But the line about he's like, his last words are, Mother, my piano. Isn't that
That's tragic, man.
Tragic, poetic. This is some stellar emotional stuff here.
Lots of flashbacks in this space opera.
Yeah.
That is a Gundam Seed.
And that nice, gentle piano.
It is.
You know. It's okay.
No, you won't. Because
No,
it's only episode 30.
Yeah. You
There's
can't...
20 more to go. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's true. Now, these two ladies here...
Yeah, the two hotties.
I want to know, did you get with any of them as Moo?
I can't disclose that kind of information.
Because
you haven't
swear,
seen the end of the series yet.
I don't know, I haven't watched it all the way through in terms of like getting to all the goods, but there are a couple of moments there, Trev, when you have to say goodbye to them, and there was a little glint in the eye
That's all me.
Yeah,
that was all my performance. But the glint in the eye you saw in the animation, that was all me.
I mean, made me think that everybody was getting their moo, getting their moo on.
Got milk.
All right, here's Crazy Flay. I love Crazy Flay. I mean,
Crazy Tabitha.
I mean, I'm not the only one that thinks she's just completely nutso.
No.
I mean, she's a whack job.
Skulking around the halls like that.
Always chasing after Kira. And I love the fact that James, because I didn't know who played Flay, I couldn't detect the voice, and then I asked James, who's the director, and he said, "Oh, well, that's Tabitha St. Germain." I said, "Oh," and she's really mad at me because during Gundam because I always gave her characters that she hated. She didn't like Flay because Flay was such a psychotic freak, and then she was doing Harrow and Birdie, which were these annoying high creatures. So she's like, "I want to play somebody cool." No, you get to play Flay.
You get to play Flay. Yeah, the nut job.
Yeah, the nut job. So.
What is she even doing on the ship?
I don't know.
She contributes nothing.
Yeah, well, she's there. She was, well, until she cheated on her boyfriend with Kira. I mean,
yeah.
That's right. She's just she's a sleaze bag. I love that. You know, yeah.
This isn't so much a commentary as it is imitating the other actors.
Yeah.
As they say their lines.
Yeah. That's what I do a lot, though. I sit at home and I'll be like, just watching TV and trying to mimic other people. It annoys my wife to no end. That's all I do is sit there and mimic people. Can you not watch a show without having to speak and sound like the people that are on TV?
Yeah, I have a similar issue.
Yeah, there you go.
Similar issue.
Anyway.
So be it. Athrun. So
all
you
right,
do nothing.
Commercial break.
You do nothing in the
really.
show but say Kira's name, and Kira does nothing but say your name.
Pretty much.
Easily half the episodes, half the dialogue in these episodes is Kira, Athrun.
Kira. Yeah. I mean, but...
Lee. Hey, Lee.
Hey,
Are
Lee.
you sure about that?
I don't know.
Golf course.
It looks like a golf course. 4 Flags.
Yeah. Isn't there a restaurant in the States called Four Flags?
4 Flags? I don't even...
No. Wait, it's an amusement park, and it's called...
No, that's Six Flags.
Six Flags.
Yeah, Six Flags, the amusement park. Close. Restaurant, amusement park. Very, very similar.
Flags in there, and a number. That's all I know.
I don't know. The thing is, I don't like Flay, but at the same time, those long green stockings...
She's pretty hot.
Yeah, she's kind of hot.
Wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating prawn.
But she's crazy hot, like the Psycho. Like you go, if you try, you're going to pay for it in the end. Yeah. You're not going to be happy about the end result.
She's kind of two-dimensional.
Two-dimensional? Yes. As you mean as a cartoon character? Wow.
I know.
Wow.
That's very clever of me.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to have a big battle here, obviously.
Yes.
Everyone's getting geared
up. And I
up.
can never follow who's doing what in the battles. I can never figure it out.
Yeah. It's pretty confusing. A lot of different ships going very quickly. A lot of smash cutting.
And the Zaft, I was going to say Zeta, the Zaft people that you guys are, you fly around on like big surfboards. And the cool guys, which is us, we fly in Gundams, which we apparently got from Orb, and you guys tried to steal them or something, I think. I don't really read. They all look the same to me. They all look the same to me, man.
I know what you're saying.
I can't tell me the difference between them Zaft robots and them Earth Force robots.
No, I like I say, I zone out when all the fighting goes on. I'm here for the relationships, man, and the character
you're an
development.
actor, after all.
That's right.
It's what you focus on.
But they gotta, they gotta get people excited about the toys and the Gundam suits.
Yes.
So
evade. Into
stern missile tubes.
Very
I don't even
stern.
want to know what a stern missile tube is, but watch out.
Big old guns coming out. All the big old guns. There's a cool guy. Who's that guy?
There you are.
That's me. That's right.
The resident Han Solo. I love it.
Chewing us out of here.
Is that a feather on your helmet there? That looks like a little feather. What is that about?
Cap.
Anyway.
Moolah Flether. Moolah Flether.
So we're all launching and we're on our surfboard skimmer things.
Coming straight towards us, I think.
All right.
Somebody's
Isaac's
screaming.
mad as heck.
Yeah. Why is he mad now?
Well, because Nickel
Right,
died and
Nico
his
got
eye
killed.
got all messed up.
Right.
He's just angry.
See, and he flies right through the explosion, not even a scratch. So what is the point of blasting away with all that ordnance if this is like the A-Team? If nobody ever gets, once every 30 episodes,
Once
somebody
every
actually
30
gets
episodes,
killed.
somebody will get sliced in half. Yeah, let's see.
But you're wrong, Moo. You're not going to finish anybody off today because it's episode 30.
That's right. Oh, Flay.
Flay, what are you even doing? Get off the ship. Look at you. You're useless. You serve no function whatsoever.
We're not big Flay fans over here, are we? That's all right. Well, you know what's coming, people. It's he's got him. It's a little tit for tat here, right?
Yeah.
Nickel goes, so somebody else has to go. Payback time. Who's it going to be? We're about to find out.
We are about to find out. Oh, no, you don't, says Bradley. He's a tough guy now.
Take this.
And this, and this, and that, and that, and some of this, and some of this. Wangy, bangy.
I'd like to see more Athrun angst in this episode. This is,
well...
It's quite Moo heavy, it turns out. And
no, it's good.
I thought there was some nice Athrun angst, but not as much as I would have preferred.
He does most of his little. Oh, this is it. I was gonna say, Flay is always jumping onto beds, like by her. I don't know. I just seen her like, bunk. She's on a bed. Mark Hildreth.
and the guy from that 70s
and the guy from that 70s show. I love it.
Burr!
The Godfrieds, isn't that
the Godfrieds is
a Jewish family that lives in New York? The Godfrieds, welcome over.
They've been waving into torpedo tubes.
The Godfrieds are having us over for Shabbat dinner. You should come. Oh yeah, see, he's actually you bastard. I mean, that's
nice to be able to swear in a show.
Yeah,
makes me drunk with
giddy with power. Alcohol. Okay, there you go. Boom. There's a wow.
Did you see?
Yes.
Did you see that? The little jiggle there? The jiggle of
the animation
breastage?
Is very, very
specific.
Good.
Very friendly to certain glands of the female. It's, of course, Lisa Ann Belay who plays the captain.
Yes.
Lisa Ann Belay, that order.
Oh, this is right. Quick, Richard Cox.
Quick, Richard.
Plain toll.
Get into the Gundam that you've
and
never
he's had
flown before.
about 5 minutes of Gundam suit training, so he's ready and qualified to get out there.
You've done nothing but hang out on the bridge for 30 episodes.
Look, I play a lot of video games, okay? So I'm ready to go. You know this is a recipe for disaster, folks.
That's right.
But he wants to do something. He wants to fight.
Yeah, so now
and it's not like... He used to bullseye womp rats with his T-16 back on Tatooine.
They're not much bigger than 2 meters.
Yeah, so he'll be all right.
And you call me a geek. You're the geekiest of them all.
Oh, yeah. No,
you're not gonna be fine. You don't know what you're doing. Look at you. Look at the grimace on your face.
You know what's about to happen here, and as Moo, you must feel some sort of responsibility for his demise.
Don't drag Moo into this.
Well, come on. I mean, you were kind of responsible for his training.
No. Don't drag Moo into this. Moo's too cool to be guilty of anything.
And experienced.
Other than being super cool. That's what I'm guilty of, being super cool.
This is a great opportunity for Kira and I to express some pent-up frustration that we've been having. So, nothing like getting in your mobile suit and really... crossing swords, so to speak. But
you're a sick man.
What? It's true.
Oh, not good. See, that's a neat shot.
Yeah, that's when they use the CG elements in this show and mix it up a bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's nice.
Godfrieds and Valiant, those are the big guns in the ship, aren't they, Sam? I know you're a huge aficionado of the specifics of the weaponry on each vessel.
Yeah. There's just... I don't know. It's all... I can't decipher most of it, but...
Oh, I shot a surfboard. I blew up a surfboard. He must be angry now.
I don't have that Gundam yet. I gotta get that one.
Oh, look at that. He took his arm off.
Ooh.
Who just hit? See, I don't even know what's going on anymore.
No, I'm completely lost now.
The fans are going to think we're complete
Diarca.
idiots.
It's Diarca's Gundam. He's down for the count. He actually becomes a prisoner.
Oh, that's right.
So he's
Brad.
Yeah, Diarca he's surrendering.
Done,
what did you call him?
I said buddy. I said you're done, buddy. What do you think I said?
I thought he said he's your bum buddy. I said that hasn't been revealed on this show, has it? I can't.
Sorry, giving away the ending again. It's a terrible habit of mine.
See, here we are. Well, yes, technically, but it's
murder,
war. What do you want? I mean,
he was a casualty.
Yes,
he knew what he was getting into.
Yeah. Here comes Toll. He wants to be the hero.
Toll, who's never flown a ship in his life,
apparently is. Oh, well, yeah. What did you expect?
Oh, yeah. See, look at that. He had fully 3 seconds to dodge. They were slow motion seconds, but he had 3 seconds to dodge.
If he had some training, he would have avoided that one, but he didn't. So he's bye-bye.
Yep, goodbye. Tit for tat.
And there are those... well, they're not lightsabers because...
That's copyright. We can't even say lightsaber.
Oh,
laser swords.
Sorry, laser swords.
Gonna have to bleep that out.
Electric daggers of light. I don't know.
Power blades.
Man, I'm gonna what?
Come on, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Oh, low power?
Oh, you're gonna have some weird little graphic happen? Okay, what's going? What is this? What's happening?
I don't know.
What? Look at this. We just keep pulling back. What is this?
Oh, that's right. They're attacking one another, but then Kira actually gets his butt kicked a little bit here.
Oh yeah, by you?
Yeah, I think so, by me. And then he ends up. I don't know how this happened, but he ends up over at Lacus Klein's retreat, or he's found by a priest type person. Played by Brian Drummond.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah,
he's kind of like a.
Can I say that I can never hear the name Lacus without? When I was in high school, there was a great big mutant guy named James Lacus, and every time he would walk down the hallway, we would all go, "Ho ho ho, James Lacus."
Ho ho ho, James Lacus.
So every single time somebody in this show says the name Lacus, I can't help but say, "Ho ho ho, James Lacus."
Well,
which is the old Green Giant theme song, if you remember.
The Green Giant thing, but
anyways, we're in the credits now.
Yeah, hey, so that was the episode. It's done.
That was the episode.
And I love this song, by the way. I don't know, it's growing on me.
It was a nice song.
And I don't know if these subtitles are really accurate or not, but it's a nice poppy song here, and it's got a good melody.
Well, I hope you've learned something, Sam.
I've learned nothing, absolutely nothing, but I've had fun doing this, and
well, good. I'm glad, because maybe I'll have you back in another 20 episodes.
It would be nice. Maybe we'll step it up and get ourselves in the studio or something.
Hey, don't give away the secret.
Okay, I don't want to give away any secrets, but who knows?
The episode.
Keep pressing him with emails, telling him. You know. Wow.
All right, so we're going to end the commentary here as the credits fade and get back to the show. Oh, what a lovely, lovely commentary track that was. Wasn't it, kids? Didn't you just enjoy that? Well, thank you very much, Sam, for joining us there. It was it's good fun. I thought it was particularly appropriate to have Sammy on for the 20th episode as he was here for the first. So he was clamoring to come back, and I thought that was a lovely way to do it. Anyway, let's check out briefly what's in the mailbag. Martin's mailbag. So, Martin tells us that the Transformers Energon Complete DVD set is available now, and be sure to keep an eye out for the Class of the Titans Season 1 Part 1 DVD set. Back in episode 18 featuring Lee Tokar, Martin had a riddle featuring a number of voice actors. Part 1 of the answer can now be revealed. In January, which was last month, YTV will have Kid vs. Kat as part of the regular schedule, featuring Brian Drummond, Kathy Westluck, Kathleen Barr, Tabitha St. Germain, and yours truly, Trevor Devall. Based on the riddle I gave out during the Lee Tokar podcast, I can now reveal Part 2 of the answer as well. In February, Rollbots comes to YTV, featuring Sam Vincent, Tabitha St. Germain, Kathy Westluck, Colin Murdoch, Brian Drummond, Gary Chalks, Scott McNeil, and Nicole Oliver. And once again, yours truly has a number of little guest star things that I show up eventually. And also part 3 of the answer to the riddle in episode 18 Martin gives us, and that is, starting on March 7th, YTV will debut The League of Super Evil. This series features Scott McNeil, Colin Murdoch, and Lee Tokar as the main cast. A really neat show. It's a comedy about the villains. No superheroes, they're the supervillains. You will also find more Kid vs. Kat on YTV on Saturdays at 8:30 a.m., 6 p.m., and 6:30 p.m. Team Galaxy airs on YTV on Saturdays at 7 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Rollbots airs on Saturdays at 7:30 a.m. Stormhawks airs on Mondays to Fridays at 7 a.m. and Saturdays at 1 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. At least that's the times that I was given by Martin in January. That may be totally different by the time you actually hear this podcast. And he also says that if the 2 packages I sent come in time for the podcast with Kirby, which they didn't, They were just after, actually. Make sure Kirby gets the figures that correspond to his voices from Dragon Ball Z and let everyone know about what you got. And yes, I did at the beginning. Alpha Q, you rock. Martin, thank you so much. It's so awesome to be having Alpha Q finally. And Kirby got all this Dragon Ball Z for guys for a little after Christmas present, so that was good. Also, the final Death Note DVD volume is released. There is interview footage with Brad and Kirby and commentary from Carl Willems, the director. Brad and Brian as well do commentary on the final episode. You will also see the voice behind Kiyomi, who is Heather Dirksen. Let's take a little break. We'll be right back on Voiceprint with Trevor Devall and Guests. Don't go anywhere.
Do you love anime conventions? Want to know more about them? Do we have a recommendation for you?
Team Xenophoenix proudly presents How to Avoid Harakiri, a guide to surviving anime conventions.
Reasons why you should buy the book. 1.
It is a book describing all the different aspects of anime conventions.
Number 2.
It is a book that dissects the typical anime convention and allows you to fully enjoy it.
3.
There's 9 different viewpoints, 9 different opinions.
Is that it?
Hey, it's a book about anime conventions. What else do you need? That's How to Avoid Harakiri, a guide to surviving anime conventions.
So get your copy today. xenophoenix.blogspot.com.
I already told you, man. Rei Ayanami is the hottest anime character ever!
Oh, please, hello? CC from Code Geass is so much hotter. Get with the time.
Gee, never! I hate you!
We're being such a noob! God.
Hey, calm down there, campers. I think I've got something you should take a listen to.
There's more to anime than just who's hotter than who.
That's why we at the Anime Counterpoint aim to discuss less obvious topics in anime and offer you a new outlook on your favorite genre.
And you have a chance to join us in the debate. Simply send us your questions and comments to animecounterpoint@googlemail.com, and we'll bring your thoughts to the table.
Join me, Masako X.
Myself, Kaiser Neko.
And I, HBI2K.
For the Anime Counterpoint at animecounterpoint.blogspot.com. Look forward to hearing from you.
We interrupt this eargasmic cornucopia of pure audio wind to shamelessly promote another podcast.
No!
The Big Bald Broadcast.
But what makes it big and bald?
The Big Bald Broadcast brings you news on all things geeky, movies, gadgets, games, cartoons, and anime, and other random fandom.
You're fired.
I'm fired.
Get out of the booth, Jack.
No, I like it in here.
But what makes it big and bald?
It's hosted by Big Bald anime and video game voice actor Kyle Hebert and his co-host, musician and upcoming author, Otherworld Steve.
Oh, you must smell like feet wrapped in leathery burnt bacon.
Subscribe via iTunes or visit thebigbaldbroadcast.blogspot.com.
That was totally wicked!
Hey, Mom, your little guy's got a busy day. He's got appointments to keep. 1 o'clock, find buried treasure. 2 o'clock, fly to another planet. 3 o'clock, time to refuel. So he needs a snack treat that meets all his body's needs and tastes great. Try Third World Spread. It's the snack kids love because it's made out of other kids. You'll love Third World Spread because it has no preservatives or artificial colors to harm your little cowboy. Just good, wholesome roasted hazelnuts, skim milk, and discontinued children, making it an excellent source of calcium, fiber, and protein. It's simple. We take their nutrients and make them his nutrients. Third World Spread has everything his growing body needs because it's made of growing bodies. Well, not anymore. Moms across North America choose Third World Spread as part of a healthy meal, day or night. In fact, if you took every jar of Third World Spread and laid them end to end, they'd stretch from coast to coast. Wow, that's a lot of delicious. Third World Spread. so your little astronaut can grow up big and strong and fat.
Thanks, Mom. Other kids taste great.
It's the snack made of kids for kids. Third World Spread. Spread a little life.
You're listening to Voiceprint with Trevor Devall and Guests.
And we're back. Couple little questions I want to answer before we get on with the show. First of all, for Luke in Brisbane, you asked what superpower I would have if I could have it, and the answer has to be I always wanted, I'd rather fantasized about being color differentiation man. So I'd be that superhero would be like driving down the street, and I'd be the passenger in the car, and we'd come to a set of traffic lights, and I'd stop the driver. Stop! Wait! Look! What do you see? And the driver would be like, I don't know. I guess I see it's a red light. That's correct. It's a red light. Therefore, you must stop the car. Oh no! It's green! Go! Thank you, color differentiation man! Yay! And that would be me. That would be my superpower. Not really super, not much of a power either, but there it is. Bob Lohr. Bob Lohr wrote in and told me that he often mistakes me for Zap Brannigan off of Futurama, which is a huge compliment because that's Billy West, man. Billy West, who's like the awesomest voicest actor ever in Los Angeles. Oh my God, he's so cool. And you often think that I sound like Zap Brannigan, which is sort of an interesting thing for you to say because that's a big compliment. So thank you for that, Bob. But obviously I'm not Zap Brannigan as much as I'd love to be. Anyway, we're going to move on with the show now. So I want you to go and get your trusty copy of Death Note, episode 13. And I believe episode 13 is called Confession. Pretty sure. Go get episode 13, put it in the disc, and get episode 13 ready to go. And once again, you're going to hear 3 beeps. And on the imaginary 4th beep, you're going to hit play. And we will do a commentary with myself and a couple of very special guests. Here we go.
All right. Hey,
Here we
everybody.
are.
This is Brian Drummond here. I play Ryuk on Death Note.
And I'm Brad Swell. I play Lights.
And, of course, your intrepid host, Trevor Devall.
Trevor
And the
Devall.
show, playing
It's
Isola.
Devall.
So, here we are on episode 13. I gotta tell you, this show is very compelling to me.
Mm-hmm.
Very compelling. I don't watch a lot of anime.
Sweet apple. I like this. I like it already.
So, Brad, how many villains have you played? Because he's the thing I like about this show is that the main guy, he's a bit of a bastard.
Yeah, not many. Not many.
And that's what you think, Trevor. I think he's doing good for the world, for the most part.
Well, that's true. Shades of gray and all that.
Exactly.
The introductory... The thing I always find about anime is that the intro songs... They never seem to match the show. They never seem to match like the feel of the show. For some, this doesn't, because when you hear the actual score of Death Note, it's very eerie in a horror movie.
It's true.
And now it's like this.
Rocking out.
Bing, 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 bing.
Mm-hmm.
Confession. This is a big episode. What happens in this episode, Brad? I know you remember it so well.
We'll let everybody figure that out as we go. Right now, we're just walking.
Fierce. You sound very fierce.
Well,
Yeah. Only 13 in and he's getting bitter.
Ryuk had to be a fun character to play, yeah?
Absolutely. It's been in all the anime I've done for, he's 15 years now. One of my favorites, so it's been, and this show too, I was always interested every episode to see where it was going to go, and which is very much what Ryuk's up to for the entire series. Very interested to see what's going to happen.
There's that lovely little throaty chuckle of yours. Very nice. There's a trademark Swalian sound. The Brad Swale reaction sound. It's sort of It's sort of like that gulp exhale you do. That
Yeah, it's a two. Yeah, oftentimes it's a two-parter.
Yeah,
the double glance.
Yeah,
there it is. Yeah,
this is Colleen Wheeler who plays this character, this other Shinigami.
Fantastic Vancouver actress.
Yeah, big theater actress here in town. You got this down, Bradley. You got this whole thing down, I gotta tell you.
Don't practice that. I'll be out of work.
That's all we do is steal.
Hey, on your version, on your dub, do they translate the visual writing?
No.
It's all in Japanese. Because I know there's a couple of shots in this show that the images are all like, well, what do you mean? Well, it's all explained right here. And then it's Japanese writing. And I'm like, oh, okay. That makes perfect sense now.
Sometimes they put a little bit on there, but...
What's the name of the guy who plays Matsuda? What's his name?
We don't meet anybody else that works on these shows.
No, but we did Kid vs. Cat with him. He played the Chinese neighbor on Kid vs. Cat. You know what I'm talking
Vincent
about?
Tong.
Vincent
Yeah,
Tong.
yeah,
That's right.
Another theater guy. Very good actor, too.
And AJ. Really should get an Emmy for this role. He did such a good job.
It's true.
I mean, you both did. Don't get me wrong.
I love going to the cons and seeing all the people squatting in corners and with their long sleeve white shirts on and white faces. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I can recognize them right away.
A lot of them are able to maintain character for an entire weekend as well.
Wow. Exactly.
And walking around in barefoot through like a concrete convention center is
Eat lots of
impressive.
candy.
Yeah.
Donut kebabs, all the strange things. So do you remember what's happening in this episode?
Well, no, you've been talking the whole time. I'm like, jeez. Trying to listen.
This is a big pivotal point. This is where Light gives up the book.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why.
I love this little thing where you go into the minds of the characters, where you hear and suddenly everything changes, like it turns a different color, and the thinking music comes up.
There's a lot of eyeball close-ups on this show.
This is true.
ECU eyeball. Very natural. And you and him, Brad, you guys sounded like you were performing in the same room together. It was very well done. This bit here. Yeah. I love that.
That's right.
Listen to you. You're so fierce.
I know.
You're so evil.
Kill everyone there.
My mother was watching this show when it was on TV. And so every week I'd get a phone call from her. I just don't know about Light. He's so mean. Just wait, Mom. Just wait.
Yeah, just you wait, Mother. As long as she's not saying, but Ryuk's a real cutie. He gets all the death goddesses.
That's true.
The only thing about this is that these two are so smart and so... They just always come up with, like, every possible angle. I'm watching it going, nobody's this. Exactly.
Yeah,
what are you guys, 17, 18?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, they're pretty bright.
18-year-olds only think they're that smart.
You just lost half your 18-year-old audience. Right there. They're gone.
Oh, they know.
Turned it off. Old man Devall. F you.
He doesn't know what he's talking about, man. I used to think he was awesome. He's just another... He's like my dad.
Total change.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the good guy. Thank you. Thank you for telling us that, because we didn't quite get that. It's important to
For those of you
be
just
reminded.
tuning in.
Who plays the young sister here? Do you know?
Jeez, I don't know.
It's Christy Marston, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's...
Ooh, a little bit of an about there.
Yeah.
Carl missed that one. What's this, a Buddha hotel?
So you disappear, Brian. Your character disappears for a few episodes. Because when Light gives up the book and becomes like a real investigator, that's it. And I haven't seen past like episode 18 or something like that.
Oh, he comes back.
All
Full
right.
on down the road. Sweet belt buckle, eh?
That's true.
I like this character too because he's not on anybody's side. You know, he's always There's some good behind the scenes stuff of you guys in the booth in the early CDs. It's nice to
when
see.
we first started on.
Yeah. I did one, I think, on volume 5 or something, but it's nice to see. It's nice to see those interviews from the other actors.
Yeah.
And get their thoughts.
It was funny, some of the questions they were asking in the interviews, because it was day one of recording, right?
I know.
They're talking about all the complexities of the character throughout the series. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm excited. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think every answer to every question was, oh, well, I'm excited to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like day one or day two.
it
We
was
just
day one,
recorded,
yeah.
like we're doing some big interview. I'm like, okay.
I think I missed my big scene in this already.
Did you have a big scene?
Oh, yeah, probably 2 lines in this
Oh,
episode.
nice.
They say, Brad, that you're the master of ADR, that you can
Who says
nail
this?
Carl
Yeah?
has said that
Yeah, wow.
Brad, he nails things in one take all the time. He does hundreds of lines an hour.
Well, I paid him.
I nail the voiceover stuff when the lip no flaps at all. I nail that stuff. Off screen, really good at off screen dialogue.
Yeah, lots of narration. That's good.
Yeah.
Easy to match.
Like this stuff here. If I had more of that. Yeah.
Those are loud shoes.
What's her name now? This is Misa, right?
Misa. Shannon?
This is, Shannon, I think.
Shannon.
And this is another character at the cons that everybody's dressing up as all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Very popular.
Does anybody dress up as Light? Have you seen that, Brad?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the light to L ratio is a little slanted towards L.
Yeah.
You'll have like 100 Ls and maybe
Yeah.
2 or 3 lights.
And what about Ryuk's? Have you seen any Ryuk's?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that must be a hell of a costume to put together.
Incredible.
I don't think I've seen any Wrens. Have you?
I saw one.
Did you?
I saw one at one point, yeah.
Another difficult one.
Yeah.
It's hard to find that many bones and things to put on your costume.
Rolls of toilet paper work. Start wrapping yourself.
I love this too. This where they tell you, oh, by the way, there's one more rule about the Death Note you didn't know.
You're like,
So
oh, God.
just in case you're thinking of a way around our plot.
Yeah.
Oh no, because here on page 36 it says you can't
This,
write someone's name more than 5 times, or else just all these. Saucy shot. Saucy. That's a good-looking demon.
Absolutely. The fact that Light actually read the rules, I know he's not a teenager. You know, no, he just skipped straight to the writing names in and like rules, schmools. And
He read the rules. I like this kid.
she has different dolls than most girls.
Yeah,
She's a little bit.
She's listening to emo music.
It's very dark.
I got the good hair still. I got the afro here.
Yeah, it's nice.
First half of the show, the good hair. That's what it's all about for me, is the hairstyle. That's why I do anime.
For the hair.
For the hair.
That's how you pick the characters you read for. His hair's not quite big enough. We'll let him
Yeah,
go.
does anybody have a beehive? Because I'll read for them. French Tickner.
Yes, believe it or not.
The voice of Watari? Was that the guy? I think that is the guy's name.
Yeah. I gotta change my voice on my cell phone for my phone limit. That's what comes through.
Yeah.
That's scary shit.
It is. It's quite frightening.
Very tense. Very tense, this show.
Yeah.
It's like if it was a book, it'd be a page turner.
It was a book.
It was. Oh, you mean like the manga?
Yeah.
Right.
And
shut up.
A whole lot of people turned those pages too.
I think it's just because each episode is so self-contained. It's kind of like 24. Each episode only takes it only covers a very short period of time, so it keeps you
less Kiefer though, so it's better.
Yeah.
I'm like a bodyguard, just looming, hanging around.
That'd be nice. That voice isn't hard in your throat at all after a while, is it?
No, well, because Ryuk was so casual. He never yelled at anybody, flipped out. You had one scene when he flipped out early on when he couldn't have his apples anymore.
Right, the withdrawal.
Couldn't be in the room
Right,
withdrawal, and it was really kind of over the top, freaking out. Only time. The rest, he's so casual and just, it's not bad at all. In fact, Carl would always say, bring it down. Like, I'd want it to be bigger and more evil or scarier. And he'd like, no, let's just take it down a notch. And because he's watching. This is just interesting for him.
He's the surfer
right?
dude Shinigami.
Yeah. He's just really relaxed about it. Hello.
There she is.
That's the outfit you see around.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
Could it be the second?
You got to see her at the door.
I need a moment. Making fun of my reactions.
Oh, well, you got to steal them. Well, we hear from the directors.
No,
more like Brad.
It has to have more Swalian inflection. It's actually an adjective now. Swalian inflection.
Yeah.
Trademark sound.
Very
Killer.
Very kiss that makeup there on Ren in that
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah, with the star.
Yeah.
Lying to your mother, Brad.
I know.
How could you? That's why your mother was upset when she watched
she
this
doesn't like the
show.
way you treat your family in this.
Could be.
Secrets. How well you do this, she wonders about you now.
Yeah.
Brad has secrets he's keeping from me.
Well, now, alone in a room.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be telling my mother to bring us up some tea.
No.
So how does that work? She gives half of her remaining
Yes,
life.
You got it.
to get the eyes.
And the eyes allow her to see how long someone else is going to live.
Yeah,
That's
and their
the deal.
names.
And their name.
And their names. Ah, right, of course, because getting the name is the big thing about trying
Correct.
to kill El. Blah, 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 right. See, it's nice to be involved in a show that actually makes sense. Because a lot of them I try and watch and I just can't make heads or tails. So do you think that they knew that this show was going to be huge when they brought it to us? Like, I mean, obviously they're doing a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff on day one when you guys were recording.
Yeah.
But do you think they actually thought this show's going to be massive or as massive as it is?
I think they probably had a pretty good idea it was going to be big.
There was already
'Cause
some pretty good buzz around it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, huge already, and when you're making features out of it, by the time we started, they had already made the first couple of features, which had released already. So, and they were pretty big already in the Asian market. So, it's not too many manga that probably make it to full on feature, especially ones that require some CG and stuff like this.
Yeah, no kidding.
And there are a lot of voice actors in, L.A., New York, and Texas who were very upset that we got Death Note. So, so there was...
And a lot of them that were trying desperately to get any kind of role on the show whatsoever when they came up here.
Yeah.
I made a crack at a convention once about this character. They said... The question was something like, so if you played Ryuk, how would you play him? And I said, oh, I don't know, better.
Ooh, zing.
Same here.
Total.
Had another chance. I would better.
Are you guys like that? I know I am. When I watch my own stuff, I can't stand it. Like I'm
very
always
critical.
hypercritical.
Yeah.
Are you guys
Absolutely.
like that too?
Oh, yeah.
Like it's that's why it's very hard for me to watch stuff that I'm in, because as soon as I come on, I'm like, just fast forward to that.
Just give me one more take. I could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm not the only
I
one.
mean, the
then.
full picture, and that's what why we have to rely on the directors, is they're putting it all together. And sometimes when you're just working one-on-one in these scenes, we're only thinking about what we're doing and how can we make it shine more. But they got to piece it together with everybody else. And
and again, watching this show, it really drives home how good all of the actors here in town are, and how well cast the show is, because the versatility of everybody, but also just the mix of different voice quality and voice types and things. It's great. They did a fantastic job with it.
Yeah.
And our guys, man, we're top notch. Our actors. You watch the show, you hear the performances.
It's very good. I mean, I really enjoyed even the Japanese voice cast in seeing some previous to dubbing work, because I found Ryuka's. I really enjoyed the guy. His performance and the fact they wanted just sort of a flavor of that, and then my own spin on it was nice. But I thought he had a great voice.
That's a good point. The entire Japanese cast was really good, so we had a lot to live up to, right?
Yeah. There was a guy in some Japanese movie we were doing, and they played the OJ for us, the original Japanese, and the actor sounded exactly like you, Brad.
Oh, yeah?
Just recently?
Yeah. It was on that movie. It was the one we did, which we probably shouldn't mention here.
Was it? No, it wasn't. Was it the movie we were doing?
I think so, yeah.
No, it was. We were doing some Gundam. We were doing Walla.
That's what it was. That's what it was. So it
was like a background character in Gundam?
Was he? We were doing Walla, but he was in a scene.
He was an actual scene, but the Japanese actor, we all went...
As soon as they played a scene for us just so we knew what was going on, we're like...
Just Brad speak Japanese.
He's like... Yeah, exactly.
Was this the show that you had to learn Japanese for?
No, that was Black Lagoon.
Oh, Black Lagoon.
No. That was a joke.
I can't be your boyfriend, but I'll still hold you real close.
You're quite evil. Quite evil, Brad. Well done.
Well, you should hear me when I'm speaking Japanese. Funny thing about the Black Lagoon series, I had to learn Japanese. Well, not fluently or anything, but I had to learn how to shine it on. And then I think all my Japanese lines are buried under editing somewhere. So there's lots of voices over top of that, right? So, yeah.
And there it is.
Is it over?
Wow.
Yeah, we missed
fast.
it.
Oh, man. All ended with the hug.
What a strange ending.
It is like 24. I want to watch another one.
Totally. It's completely addictive.
Yeah.
I guess I was wrong. I thought this was the episode where he gave up the book, but clearly not.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
No, it's a great show. It's one of the few that I could sit down and you could just keep putting anher one in.
Yeah,
and go,
totally.
what's going on, and really be on top of it. And then obviously knowing what happens through to the end of the series, they really built it well to some climactic shit that goes on in the end. I'm telling you, it's crazy scenes at the very end. It's like, whoa, oh my god.
Well, I've only seen up to about episode 18, so I'm I too am very interested.
Well, yeah, you're around in the end a fair bit, aren't you? Yeah, it's some geez, Kirby and all this stuff that happens. Holy, it's
They even
bananas.
change up the opening and closing theme songs and make them even crazier.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thanks for having us.
All right. Good times.
That does it for our second and final commentary here on episode 20 of Voiceprint with Trevor Devall and Guests. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed the sort of little niggling with the format. I thought it'd be kind of cool to try something else for a special sort of thing for a very special episode. I want to thank all of you guys for your support over the past 20 episodes. I honestly had no idea if this show was going to work. I really did think, well, maybe I'll do just 6 little episodes. It'll be like a little mini-series and that'll be it. But you guys kept writing in and clamoring for more. And so there are more coming. We have all kinds of people coming up on the show. There's been all kinds of requests for people. So I'm going to try and hit all of those people and all those requests on future episodes. So by all means, keep listening. And our next episode, episode 21, we're back to our regular format, and our guest is going to be Mr. James Corrigal, the voice director for a whole lot of the Gundam series. So if you have any questions about the Gundam series, by all means, write them in to Trevor at trevordeval.com or fans at... not Trevor, what am I saying? Voiceprint at trevordeval.com. I always get my name confused with the email. There's too many emails, too many names I have for the emails. Anyway, yes, if you have any questions for James Corrigal, director of the Gundam series, write them into voiceprint at trevordeval.com. He is directing Gundam 00 right now, but he will not be able to answer any really specific questions about that because we're under a non-disclosure agreement to not even talk about it. So if you can sort of, sneakily ask a question in there about Gundam 00 that really, doesn't sound like it's a question about Gundam 00, then maybe James might answer it. But anyway, he is our guest next time. That's it for me. That's it for you. That's it for all of us. That is it for episode 20. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you on the flip side.